death.
Oh, Escha. Oh. You have additional funds for equipment? What do you need? Is this correct? Is this correct? Anything? If there's...
What should I make?
I see. So the metal-eating dragon has once again taken our materials.
What would you like to do, sir? Should we put in a request with the hunting team?
This is no ordinary foe. Frankly, this is beyond the skills of any team we could assemble. Let's request support from Central City. Perhaps they'll send more than the investigators to help us. I'll continue thinking of solutions on our end, but we should wait and see how Central Command responds.
Understood. We'll increase our security as much as we can.
Thank you. Though some casualties may be unavoidable, whatever you do, be careful.
Excuse me, Solle. I actually have a little favor to ask of you.
Impossible. Hey, you didn't even wait to hear what she had to... Surely this regards the Dreadnought project, correct? If I am mistaken, then I withdraw my prior comment.
Well, yes, it does.
I figured as much. So, what are you looking for this time? I'll listen, but nothing more.
Even in its current state, we've successfully built it to travel faster than a blimp. However, it is still far from being able to break through the floating fortress. We can't reach the ruins.
So, we want more materials to strengthen the ship.
You always ask for the impossible. Remember, my homunculi have their normal tasks to complete as well. Marion insisted that I agree to help you reproduce those rare metals. Nonetheless, you need to collect the raw materials. We cannot produce those for you.
But we need to make it stiffer, or there's no point in even putting the engine onto the airship.
It's true. We need to make the framework a lot stronger. Is there anything you can do for us?
I am not entirely against the shipbuilding idea. We have come this far, we should see it through. However, we are already suffering a shortage of rare metals due to the metal-eating dragon. I would love to offer you my help, but we simply do not have enough raw material to go around.
A metal-eating dragon? What on earth is that?
Excuse me, I've said too much. That information was classified. I hope you can forget you ever heard it.
I see. I understand. You seem really busy, so we'll get out of your way. Excuse us.
It's impossible after all. But what could he mean about a metal-eating dragon? It's a barrel! Ha! It's a barrel! A barrel!
I see. That damn metal-eating dragon! It started building its nest again, huh?
Is something the matter, Duke? You look so serious.
I caught wind of a pretty nasty rumor from some guys over at the branch office. Do you know about the dragon that eats metal? I wouldn't blame you youngins if you didn't.
Soul just mentioned something about that. Something about it being a big problem lately.
He did, huh? I guess it's more than just a rumor then.
Can you tell us about this dragon? We've never heard of this thing before.
Well, it's a huge dragon. I'm sure it's lived for ages. As you probably guessed, it eats metal.
It really is a dragon then? And it still lurks in these lands?
This monster builds its nest towards the west. It usually doesn't move too far from it. When mating season comes around, it starts taking metal from all over and stashing it in its nest.
That's very interesting behavior.
Whoa, that's scary. I never knew that.
It's not really out to harm humans. It's just a real pain in the ass when all your metal gets stolen. That said, we certainly don't want to provoke the beast, so we generally steer clear of its path.
That's why Soul wanted to keep it a secret. It makes sense now. Say, if we were able to go to that dragon's nest, would we be able to find some strong rare metals?
Huh? Logy, you're not thinking of... Absolutely not! It's way too dangerous!
She's right. It's not the toughest thing in the world, but a dragon's a dragon. A bit much for you kids.
Not the toughest? It's a dragon!
Oh, there's some pretty bad dragons out there, but you can set that aside for now. If you insist on going to the nest, I advise you avoid confrontation. It's just out of your league.
I'll keep that in mind. Thank you for the warning.
Logy, are you really going to the dragon's nest?
Yeah, it's the only lead we have to find our rare metals. We have to take the chance.
That sounds like a lot of work. If only there was a way to avoid the dragon.
Oh, you came at the... Thanks. You're...
Escha, I gathered some new items just for you. Why not take a look? What? Is this a pleasure doing business with you? Are you...
Welcome. Is this all big? Do you have a moment? I have something I would like to ask the two of you.
Hey, what can I do for you, Escha? If you're looking for a husband, well then, look no further.
You're such an idiot. So what can we help you with?
The truth is,
I see. So you need to do something about this dragon and gather all the rare metals you're looking for.
We've been told to avoid confrontation at all costs, but are dragons really that tough?
As you know, dragons can fly and breathe fire that can melt the strongest metal.
Well, they're definitely not the kind of creature that you want to get into a fight with.
but we desperately need the metals that this dragon is supposedly collecting.
Could we avoid having to fight it and simply take the metal from its nest?
I wonder. Perhaps if you catch it when it's out on a hunt, you might just be able to.
It would be really bad if it came back before we could leave, though.
So you want the dragon out of its nest, right? I might have just what you need.
Really? Don't go spouting off some more nonsense again.
Oh, come on now. Don't you underestimate a good treasure hunter. Here, take a look.
A dragon ward. This might have the effect we're looking for.
What is that thing? It smells very interesting.
It's a very valuable charm that's been in use by hunters since ancient times.
When you're near a dragon's nest, toss this bad boy in there and find some cover. If you're lucky, it should try to run away from the smell and fly away.
I see. So if we make one of these that's really strong and throw it in, we might avoid the dragon.
We should try this out for ourselves, Mr. Rafer. Could you show us how to make one of those?
Yeah, sure thing. But if the dragon sees this, it'll lose its effect.
So if you're going to use it, you have to catch the dragon off guard.
I understand. I hope we don't have to fight the dragon with this.